Hey everybody, it's me again, your Sam. So I have a little bit of a different setup or filming area today because I needed a table for this video. And what we're going to be doing today is coming up with prompts. I know there are prompt generators and stuff like that online, but if you're anything like me, you kind of get distracted whenever you go to do something online. I tend to go to the prompt generator and pull a prompt from it, and then I go check on Facebook, and I go check on Instagram, and I stalk people on Twitter, and it's just a never-ending cycle. I'm trying to cut that out. So I figured, why not have a little bucket full of prompts that I can write down. You can see I already have a few. I got to thinking of where I can find these prompts. A long time ago I bought this. It's actually a rune set, and it comes with the runes in the little bag right here. I actually want to get more, but right now these are the only ones I have, and they're pretty. They're a little amethyst. If you can't tell, I like the color purple. These are runes that are carved on little pieces of amethyst. Where's a good one? Hold it up like that. Those are my little rune stones. And what I do, or what I used to do, is I would pull a stone from the bag, and that's exactly how I grabbed it. Are you going to, yay, you focused. Okay. It has been so long since I have played with runes. Let me tell you, it's, yeah. So that is Gateway. What page? 133. Way. Place of non-action, the god Thor. And I'm going to read you what Gateway means according to this book and this guidebook and this set in particular, because this book came with this set, so it's made for it. It's a companion for it. It helps you read the runes. So with a gateway for its symbol, this rune indicates that there is work to be done both inside and outside yourself. I am going to butcher this word, so you know it's the name of the rune. Thesaurus represents the frontier between heaven and the mundane. Arriving here is a recognition of your readiness to contact the numinous, the divine, to illuminate your experience so that its meaning shines through its form. Gateway, because I'm not going to try to say that name again. I really need to brush up on, yeah. Anyway, gateway is a rune of non-action. Thus, the gateway is not to be approached and passed through without contemplation. Here you are being confronted with a clear reflection of what is hidden in yourself, what must be exposed and examined before right action can be undertaken. This rune strengthens your ability to wait. Now is not a time to make decisions. Deep transformational forces are at work in this next to last of the cycle runes. Visualize yourself standing before a gateway on a hilltop. Your entire life lies out behind you and below. Before you step through the gateway, pause and review the past, the learning and the joys, the victories and the sorrows, everything it took to bring you here. Observe it all, bless it all, release it all, for it is in letting go of the past that you reclaim your power. Step through the gateway now. So for that, what I will do, just to add to my little bucket here of prompts to use later on or later on in the day, I will write gateway. And sometimes I write the page. It was page 133 of the rune book, just in case I need to go back and refresh my memory. But that was a neat little rune to pull. That was a neat little prompt. Whenever you do these prompts like this, it might jog your creativity in other ways. Like with that, I want to go back to my inciting incident and maybe stretch it out just a little bit more. Have my main character have a little bit more indecision about it, and have her reflect a little bit more on her past maybe. I kind of got an idea for a backstory scene. As I think about it, I'm still kind of debating on whether that would be a little bit too much to add or not. But anyway, Runes are a good way to search for prompts. They're also a good way to, you know, kind of jumpstart your creativity, or just to clear your head for the day, or know what to expect for the day kind of thing. So yeah, the next one I wanted to talk about are tarot cards or oracle cards. This right here is actually a set of oracle cards that I got maybe a couple of months ago. They're beautiful to me. I fell in love with them. It was between this one and I think 3 others that I kept going back and forth, and I finally just kind of added all 3 to my wish list, and this one was the first one I bought. The Animal Spirit Deck and Guidebook by Kim Kranz, illustrated and written by Kim Kranz. Again, this comes with a guidebook, and you can see like all the cards in here. They actually have the artwork of the cards. If you want to see a more in-depth video of this oracle deck, I will try to find the one that interested me in it in the first place and link it down below, or at least I will find a video with a review on it. I'm going to throw these out in the floor. So yeah, what I do is I get the cards out. You see the horse on the bottom there. And I go ahead and kind of just give them a good shuffle and try not to look at them. I can see them in the camera here. And then I pull the top one, and it is the unicorn. Isn't that pretty? I just love that. So the unicorn is going to be all the way in the back here somewhere. Yes. Unicorn. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. It's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps long, long ago? The mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper dimension to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp something more. You are the unicorn, and you have begun your quest for the answers. I love that card. That is a really neat card. I don't know how I could use it for a prompt, but I'm going to write it down anyway. So as you can see, I'm going to fold it up here and put it in my little bucket. Any tarot set can help you in this way, as you saw it with the runes and everything. Oracle card sets, tarot sets, they're, I think, really awesome just to have to help you set up a prompt for the day for your daily writing, or just whenever you're having problems writing, or just to have so you can set up an idea of what your day is going to be like. I mean, or if you have questions. I love tarot. I love oracle decks. We'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that. Another thing that I haven't really done much of recently, just because I've been stubborn and really wanting to push myself in writing my projects and not straying, but I'm finding the more and more I push myself into writing the projects that I'm getting kind of burned out on, the less and less I want to write. So now's the time for a break. I pull a random book from my bookshelf. Either it's a to be read or I've already read it. This one I've actually already read. If you're into dystopian or alternate history, this book will probably be for you. I enjoyed this book. Sorry, I'm having this shift around a little bit. My foot's going numb. Anyway, I highly recommend it. It's Bone Shaker by Sherry Priest. But anyway, what I do with these is I grab some dice, like this. Point it to the camera, Samantha. Since this is a really big book, I'm going to grab a handful of dice and roll it. So you can see down here what I did. And you're going to test my math on this. Some kind of mixed numbers here. See if I can fix that. It's not exactly where it was to begin with, but hey, it works, right? 62. So we'll do page 62. Flip to that real quick. Now another way is you can just flip to a page, roll the dice for a paragraph, roll a dice for a sentence, and roll another dice for a word if you want to go that low. Usually I just stop at the sentence point. Did I say 62? We're stopping at 62. And then I pick up one of the dice again and I roll it for the paragraph, which is paragraph 8, which is the last one. And I'm going to get one of these guys and roll for the sentence, which is sentence 3. So sentence 3 actually goes on to the next page, which is fine. He would move like a thief in the night. Sounds a little bit Aladdin-ish, doesn't it? And what I do is I go ahead and I write that sentence down. Now I won't use the actual sentence in the story, but I use it for inspiration. Don't plagiarize, okay? Just don't do it. And that's another way I come up with a prompt. I went ahead and wrote the sentence down and added it to my bucket. Put quotes around it, and sometimes I put what book it was from so that if I'm running low on prompts, I know what book I used for that round of getting prompts out, and I grab another book. The next thing I use is either a thesaurus or dictionary, or since I just got this in, I'm going to actually use this. And I do about the same thing as I would with a book that I pull off of my bookshelf. I roll dice or flip to a page and see what's there. With a thesaurus, sometimes I read or a dictionary, I read all the words and see if one jumps out at me, and I try to use it in a piece of dialogue or something like that, even describing the setting or something in a story I want to write or a paragraph that I want to write. However, I use the prompt. So the first one that I flipped to was moody. Now, as you can see, I just got the emotional thesaurus maybe 2 days ago, so I haven't had a chance to really put post-it notes in it or mark it up or anything like that like I have on my other writing books. So if you have a lot of post-its or dog ears or something like that, I would suggest using some dice or some way to kind of randomize your page that you flip to. That way you're not flipping to the same page over and over and over and over again. So when I do, if I'm not going to use it right then and there, write it down on a piece of paper and fold it up and put it in the bucket. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this stupid little video that I decided to do. I've actually toyed with the idea for maybe about a week of doing this. Hey everybody, I don't know exactly what happened to my video, but the ending of it just cut out and I cannot find it on my phone or in my files anywhere. So we're going to do a little quick voiceover for the ending. I do apologize for how my voice kept going in and out during the video. Sometimes that happens whenever I get excited and start reading or something like that. I also held a couple of the books in front of my mouth in between me and the actual phone. So again, I apologize for that. But I do hope that you like this video, and if you want to see more like it, or if you want to do like a prompt run video, kind of like a writing sprint, then I will be more than happy to actually start doing that in the future. I may show a couple more of these about once a month, or whenever I start running out of prompts again, I will record another one. Anyway, I am glad that you're here watching me. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. I try to post videos about once a week, and they may be kind of stupid like this one, or they might get a little bit more interesting depending on what my brain comes up with, or if you have any suggestions, I'll be glad to try them out. You have a good day, and keep writing, keep safe, and keep healthy. I'll see you next time.